They're all gone. We can go back home. Isn't that one salvation? Destruction.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Lost Gaming. As you can see today, we are getting started on Volume 4, the penultimate volume of the original quadrilogy, Dot Hack Quarantine. Alright, so because of how everything else goes, I won't waste a whole lot of time. However, there is one announcement that I do want to make, and that it's just that due to my schedule with my real-world job, I won't be uploading.
The world.
I'll finish my thought after this cutscene.
His friend Orca fell into a deep coma as a result of Skaith's data drain.
The world isn't just an online game. Something with another purpose is lurking within it.
The Book of Twilight, handed to him by the girl Aura, transformed into a bracelet, giving him two extraordinary powers. Data drain, the power to alter monster data. And gate hacking, which allows him to gain entrance into protected areas. And it was these very same powers that put Orca into a coma. However, contrary to hope, the situation continues to worsen. Casualties are no longer contained in the game, and the damages extend to the real world. What is the intention of the game designer, Harold? What is the epitaph of Twilight that supposedly is the key to this mystery? Nonetheless, they have finally found a clue to counterattack.
This marks the beginning of the counterattack.
Counterattack? No. We have just realized the true rule of the game that Harold created.
Okay, well, before I forget, what I was saying was, because of my work schedule, I'm still going to try to upload 2 episodes a week. However, I cannot promise that they will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays every time. That's just going to have to be something that I deal with until about mid-April. So it's only about another month that I won't be able to record like I like. So just an apology if there's a little slow getting those out. Aside from that, on information here, never was able to quite figure out exactly what he meant by he's figured out the true rule of the game. Never figured it out. Just been a very long time since I've played through all the way. Alright, well, we've got a little bit more information. Oh, good, there's that thing. Item completion. The nightmare of this. Alright, and then there's this one, which is Second Network Crisis. Basically just just backstory. The first network crisis was Pluto's Kiss, which resulted in the creation of the World Network Council, the WNC, and the creation of Ultimate OS as the only operating system that survived Pluto's Kiss. Alright, but other than that, not really too much really going on, except that we now have access to Omega Server. Before we do that, let's check out the boards. Alright, and then there's some people saying that just some more virus information, just some more stuff about that. No, it's hard to believe 2011 once was considered to be the future. From Orange Computer. So I mean, this is where they're talking about their fake version of Apple being a anti-Ultimate OS. And then some more talk about this. Here's where this is somebody saying who thinks that the smoking regulation is common sense. We got some more new generation cell phones that are fully supported by Ultimate. Sounds a little bit like a Windows phone, and we saw how well those did. It's funny that they thought minutes were going to be the thing. Names of sex shops. How this actually made it into this game, I still don't know. Infinite diversity theory. This is probably a little bit more bizarre. Alright, now we got something else where somebody was trying to get tickets for something while Ultimate was down and they couldn't connect to the network. If I remember right, there was a news story where it said got some more. Now remember, these were all things that kind of happened at the end of the last game. This is just everybody's now finally reacting to them now that we've pulled on to a part where we can see it. Alright, I'll try not to bore you guys with too much more of this. If you're interested in checking them out, there's going to be other ways that you can check, and I definitely recommend that you play this yourself. It's just a great game in general. Series is awesome, a little hard to get a hold of. Some of the discs are really expensive. Hopefully we'll have a way around that soon. I really hope Bandai Namco either releases them as like PlayStation Classic games or something similar to that. I hate you. Item completion. I hate you. Anyway, now that that's out of my system, either I really hope that Bandai Namco please release them as like PlayStation 2 classics, or just give us a full re-release. It'd be so awesome to just go ahead and do that for us.
Do you know where Mia is? She was right there. Hey, you know where she is, right? Tell me. Tell me where she is.
I don't know. I just got here.
Okay. If you see her, tell me.
Yeah.
Okay, as we saw in the last volume, Mia's kind of gotten more and more distant, a little bit weird, and it's kind of just been getting worse and worse, and now Elk can't find her at all. Alright, but now let's go to the Relic City, Leah Fail. I just love all the Celtic and Irish mythology and all these names. Should really check it out on Wikipedia if you hadn't. And there, Black Rose and Balmung join us.
It's too dangerous here. We're warping.
Helba? Warp?
Hope you enjoyed it, because that's the only time you get to see the original Omega server root town, Leah Fail.
Welcome to paradise.
Net Slump?
It's a mirror of Omega server, which is mine.
When did you? I can't let my guard down for even a...
But we're safe because of this.
Yeah! What do you expect us to do in a place that unstable?
I'm sorry.
Is that how you apologize?
I am telling you, I am sorry.
Well, there's no point in arguing about something that's already...
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
What? What?
Let's begin our strategy meeting. The wave is still moving at this point. If it is difficult to determine the location, let's specify its movement. That is essentially the plan for this operation, right?
Yes. Orca told me about it before. Orcas, killer whales, create an enclosure when hunting prey to close any escape paths. But if there's no place for the prey to run, then they will disperse. So they create an escape route on purpose to lure the prey to where it is the most convenient.
Most convenient?
The surface. It's a dead end for the prey. So if our enemy is moving, I was thinking maybe we can apply it.
It is a good plan.
Using the analysis of the virus core provided by Leos, Helba is developing a vaccine program.
The vaccine won't be able to destroy the wave, but it may be able to corner it. Don't worry, leave it to me. But are we going to have enough people?
That's not a problem. We'll have my employees that I trust do it.
We'll get more pig heads.
Shut up!
Putting pigheads aside,
What?
excuse me, what do we need to do to prepare for the operation?
I would like to measure the data fluctuation. I would like for you to investigate Omega, Bigoted Snowflake's capsule, as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
Meeting adjourned.
Alright, and as you can see, that's really the extent of that. However, one of the things that I want to do before I log out and check the email is I want to run back here. I think this is the right place. I don't know if this is the time that it's available yet. I think it's here. It's been so long I'm not entirely sure, and I haven't looked up the guides I normally review for this information. So if I'm wrong, I'll have just wasted a little bit of everybody's time. And it looks like that's probably going to be what I've done. And honestly, I'm not even entirely sure that this is the right place anyway. If I can't find it right now, I'll mention exactly what it is in the next episode. I was kind of hoping to just be able to show it off. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. It might be... Let's see, there's one other place that it could be. Before I do that, we'll go ahead and log out. We'll check our email, check the boards. And the event is cancelled. Doesn't remain that way for long. So you don't have to worry about it for a while. But it is something that if you're trying to do a 100% run, just keep that in mind, that locks out very early until much later. I think it actually doesn't until I'm actually trying to go ahead and look up what I wanted to see. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I'm having a hard time with that right this minute, so let's come here. And just for the record, I guess while I'm looking this up, this is why .hack Quarantine is so kind of rare right now. A loose copy of the game sells for $110. A complete set, I'm guessing that means of all the games, $164. Box only is $50. A new copy, sealed completely, $235 according to PriceCharting.com. That is insane. But it's very rare. They don't think they made too many copies of it. And it's one of those things where it didn't really get as much attention as I would have liked. The series is a cult classic. It really is. Alright, let me see here. There's supposed to be something else you can do. Oh no, never mind. I was thinking of something else. Since we've already released Zora from at Lambda, Stalking Betrayed Nothingness, I believe is where we went. That's already done. By doing that, we get Zora himself at the end of the volumes. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. That's what that comes to. Well, since we're here and don't really have a whole lot right now, let's see if we can raise our grunties. So I'm going to pull up a nice little guide. You can find it on GameFAQs.com. It was created by a user on GameFAQs called Halibut. Let's see here. Now, let's see. I'm trying to find if he has the raise information on here. He did for all the other ones. And I don't see it on here. So we'll just do a quick search. Alright, let's see here. Well, we can always do our Mon ami! Oh, okay, one more. I didn't think I'd need that many. Here we go.
Mon ami! Oh,
Alright, so now we just need to log out real quick and go back in. I'm just really glad that they're very close. Oof. I think I probably wasted too many golden eggs doing that. And let's see, we need 4 cordyceps. And then I'll give him all of the grunty, or all the golden eggs we've got. Now we've got to be a little bit more careful, because we need to keep him at 8, 8, 8, and 16. Let's see, is there one that will do the exact opposite of cordyceps? Kind of. So we'll do a couple of more cordyceps. That'll help get us up a little bit more. And then I think it was the mushrooms. It was 440 or 880816. Need to save cordyceps. See what we can find. A couple of those, and we need to get purity back up quickly, and that'll probably get us about to where we need. Now we need to get his brutality down without affecting too many other stats. Just going to hope that this keeps us within the decent range of everything. Nope. Alright, so we are not going. I'm not going to waste your guys' time with this. I'm going to just farm the ever-loving crap out of. That is what will happen if you raise more than one of the same grunty. Anyways, I think that's probably going to put us at a good stopping point for this episode. We'll pick back up, and we will start on with finishing up raising our grunties, and then we'll go ahead and do our first dungeon. Alright, I'll see you guys next.